What's up, Steelers Nation? Our team continues to push forward this offseason, focused on improvement and hungry for results in 2025. But while we're grinding in Latrobe and laying the foundation for something big, there's drama brewing in Dallas, and it just might work in our favor. Before we break it all down, take a second and smash that like button. It helps push Steelers news out to more fans like you. And if you love exclusive updates, behind-the-scenes info, and bold takes like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's dive in. Let's set the stage. The Pittsburgh Steelers have been in the national spotlight for much of the 2025 offseason. The headline-grabbing trade that sent George Pickens to Dallas shocked a lot of people and left us with a revamped wide receiver room featuring DK Metcalf, Roman Wilson, and Calvin Austin III. But surprisingly, Pickens hasn't even been the biggest story in Cowboys camp. That honor goes to Micah Parsons. The All-Pro edge rusher reached a boiling point. Dallas is dragging its feet, and Parsons, one of the best defenders in the entire league, is fed up. And here's where it gets interesting for us. According to ESPN analyst Dan Orlovsky, if the Cowboys trade Parsons, it would effectively end the Dak Prescott era in Dallas. That's right. Orlovsky went on record saying that a Parsons trade would signal a full-on rebuild, one that could put Prescott on the move, and the Steelers could be in prime position to make a move for him. Greater than if they trade Parsons, and I don't think they do, it declares the Dak Prescott era over, Orlovsky said. This team has no shot of winning a Super Bowl without Micah Parsons. No shot. And if you're doing it, it's to get a ton of first-round picks, so you can go get an Arch Manning of the future. Prescott has a no-trade clause in his contract, but don't let that fool you. If Jerry Jones starts pulling the plug on his current stars and leans toward a youth movement, especially with rumors swirling about targeting a young QB in 2026, then Dak might be the one asking for a trade. And guess who's perfectly positioned with 12 draft picks in 2026? That's right, your Pittsburgh Steelers. Now let's talk logistics. Prescott has a massive contract. His cap hits in 2026 and beyond are eye-popping. But if there's one general manager in the NFL who's earned a reputation as a cap wizard, it's Omar Khan, if he believes Dak is the right fit to guide this offense. Post-Rogers, you better believe he can make the money work. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The best-case scenario for Pittsburgh? It's not about trading for Dak, it's about Will Howard. Steelers fans, let's be honest. We've spent too many off-seasons talking about the quarterback position. Kenny Pickett didn't pan out. Mason Rudolph has always been a solid backup. And now we're staring down what could be the final season of Aaron Rodgers. That's why gets thrown, rookie Will Howard is so intriguing. He's a bit of a long shot, sure, but Howard has size, arm talent, and leadership. And don't forget, he led Ohio State to a national championship in his lone season thereafter, transferring from Kansas State. His final college stat line, 9,796 passing yards. 83 touchdowns, 35 interceptions, over 4,000 yards, and 35 TDs in 2024. Alone Howard is currently battling Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson for a backup role behind Rodgers. But if he flashes in preseason, or even in mop-up duty during the year, he could change the entire outlook of the quarterback room for 2026. The one hiccup. Howard did leave practice earlier this week with a hand injury, but he gave a thumbs up on his way out. And the early word is that it's not serious. Steelers fans should keep a close eye on how he progresses through the rest of camp. Let's circle back to the Cowboys. The Pickens trade got us DK Metcalf and helped reset our wide receiver room. But if Jerry Jones bungles the Micah Parsons situation and triggers a rebuild in Dallas, Dak Prescott could be the next name out the door. And if that happens, Pittsburgh makes sense as a landing spot. We've got the draft capital, we've got the front office creativity, and let's be real, we've got a team built to win now. Jalen Ramsey, TJ Watt hopefully extended, Darius Slay, Jalen Warren, DK Metcalf, the pieces are already in place. The only missing piece is figuring out the long-term QB solution across Steelers Nation. The fan base is buzzing over the idea of landing Prescott, but the opinions are mixed. Dak is better than anyone we've had since Big Ben. If Rodgers retires, we should go get him. Too expensive. Let's give Will Howard a shot before trading half the draft. If Jerry trades Parsons, that whole locker room will implode. Dak might want out. On national radio, even former players are weighing in, with some calling it the perfect reset for both sides. Imagine Prescott getting a chance to start fresh with Arthur Smith's offense, a system built around play action, balance, and smart reads. The Steelers are making waves across the NFL this offseason. Yes, a lot of the national attention has been centered on Aaron Rodgers, and rightly so. The future Hall of Famer is under center in Pittsburgh, and expectations for the offense have skyrocketed. But today, we're focusing on the defensive side of the ball, where T.J. Watt, the heart and soul of this team, is doing more than just preparing for another dominant season. He's mentoring one of the most exciting rookies on the roster, Jack Sawyer, the fourth-round pick out of Ohio State. T.J. Watt is now entering his age 30 season, but he's far from slowing down. After inking a massive 3-year extension worth $123 million, including a jaw-dropping $108 million fully guaranteed. Watt isn't just a leader by contract, he's a leader by example. And when reporters caught up with rookie Jack Sawyer after Tuesday's practice, his face lit up, talking about learning from one of the best to ever do it in black and gold. It's fantastic. There is no better guy to learn from, and he's a good guy off the field, too, Sawyer told the media. Learning from him and seeing how he attacks, whether on the field, off the field, or in recovery, has been great for me already. Steelers fans, that's what you want to hear. Not just talent, not just athleticism, but coachability. Sawyer is soaking it all in. And look, this isn't just some nice rookie quote. This is a kid who could become a game changer. Let's rewind to April, when the Steelers picked Jack Sawyer in the 4th round of the 2025 NFL Draft. Analysts around the league called it a steal. Many had Sawyer with a top 50 grade, but he slipped due to an extremely deep edge rusher class. All he did in his final season at Ohio State was rack up 25 solo tackles, 9 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 1 pick, 3 fumble recoveries, and a game-changing touchdown in the college football playoff against Texas. That last one, a scoop and score to seal the win as Texas tried to tie the game late. Big moments don't scare Jack Sawyer, and now he's learning from one of the most clutch defenders of the last decade in T.J. Watt. As for Watt, he's not just resting on his Hall of Fame resume, he's still evolving. Before training camp, some reporters noticed that Watt looked bigger and stronger. When asked about it, Watt responded like a true veteran. "I like to think the explosiveness is always going to be there," Watt said. "It still is, but it's constantly finding new ways to win, evolving with the game. Like Coach Tomlin says, adapt or die," he added. "At the end of the day, if you have a fastball that works, you throw the fastball." That's classic TJ, humble, focused, and determined to dominate in any way necessary. Last season, even with all the contract tension hanging over his head, Watt still produced 40 solo tackles, 11.5 sacks, 6 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries now. With a new deal locked in, he's locked in mentally and physically. Here's what should have the rest of the league worried. Jack Sawyer isn't just learning pass rush moves. He's studying T.J. Watt's work ethic, recovery habits, and mental approach. And in Pittsburgh, that's a recipe for superstardom. The Steelers already boast one of the NFL's most feared defenses, loaded with names like Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay, Cam Hayward, Alex Highsmith, and Joey Porter Jr. If Jack Sawyer turns into the kind of playmaker he has the potential to be, we're talking about sustained dominance for years to come. And credit to Watt, he's not gatekeeping anything. He's lifting Sawyer up. Say what you will about the offense still finding its rhythm, this defense is built to win now. And the way T.J. Watt is taking on a mentor role reminds us of the great Steelers defenders before him. This is the same culture passed down from James Harrison, Troy Polamalu, and Casey Hampton. It's about keeping the tradition alive and making sure every young player understands what it means to wear the black and gold dot. Jack Sawyer clearly gets it. Look, Steelers fans, it's early, way too early to make any declarations. But here's what we know. The Cowboys are in chaos. Micah Parsons is frustrated and may force his way out. If Parsons is gone, Dak might follow. The Steelers have draft capital to make a big move. Will Howard is the wild card, and if he develops, he changes everything. The beauty of the Steelers' position is this. We have options. We're not desperate. Rodgers gives us a fighting chance this year. And depending on how things unfold, we can draft a QB, trade for one, or develop the rookie we already have. That's called leverage. And that's exactly what smart organizations like Pittsburgh thrive on. Now it's time to hear from you. If Micah Parsons is traded, should the Steelers make a push for Dak Prescott? Or would you rather give Will Howard the keys to the franchise if he shows promise? And what's your confidence level in Omar Khan pulling off another big move? Let us know in the comments right now, and don't forget to tap that LIKE button if you enjoyed this breakdown. It really helps the channel grow. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more Steelers news, bold predictions, and exclusive coverage as we march toward the 2025 season. Until next time, here we go, Steelers Nation.